So here's everything you need to know about the Nothing Phone 2A before its launch. This phone will have nice matte finish, milky type plastic unibody design instead of metal and glass because that's expensive and this phone is supposed to be cheap. Even though Kalpe made it seem like in the last video that the phone might actually at least have a metal side frame, but maybe not. But how cheap? Well, we'll get to that later. It will retain the glyph interface with a new lighting setup. The buttons are however not plastic, it's anodized aluminum to give that slight touch of premiumness. Overall, it's a design that some people will like and some might won't, as design is very subjective and also you shouldn't really judge a phone based on how it looks, just slap in a case if you really don't like it. The Nothing Phone 2A will have the same display size as the Nothing Phone 2 and that's 6.7-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display, and yes, no LTPO technology as again it's not cheap to make, but it is going to have the same symmetrical screen to body ratio, basically same thickness of bezels all around the screen, which looks premium, and most probably a Gorilla Glass 5 display protection, and yes, it is a 120Hz flat panel. Now the processor is going to be the Dimensity 7200 Pro. It might seem new but it's basically the same Dimensity 7200 or the 7200 Ultra, but it is sort of custom made for this particular phone itself by Nothing with the help of MediaTek, which might actually perform better than any other phone with a Dimensity 7200 or even a Dimensity 7200 Ultra in the market. This phone might come with a minimum of 8GB of LPDDR5 RAM with virtual expansion support with 128GB of USB 3.1 storage along with a 256GB USB 3.1 storage variant. Yes, sadly no USB 4.1, but again for the price what it is supposed to come is totally understandable. And yes, with up to 12GB of RAM with a virtual expansion, that means extra RAM from your phone storage if you will ever need it. This phone will also retain the same 50MP main and the 50MP ultrawide Samsung lenses this time though, which is way better than giving 8MP ultrawide even at 40,000 with an useless 2MP macro lens and also a 32MP selfie shooter. Now let's talk about the heart of the phone, the software. The Nothing Phone 2A will come out of the box with Android 14 on top of Nothing OS 2.5, and if you know even a little about the Nothing OS, it's currently one of the best Android UI you can get in the market with no ads, no useless bloatwares, just buttery smooth UI which is fast and snappy along with some basic customizations. The phone is supposed to get at least 3 major Android updates and 4 years of security update. Now this time it is said that Nothing might put in a 5000 mAh battery on this one, but even if it's 4700 mAh battery or something, you won't have much problems as the Nothing OS is well optimized and so the battery drain is well controlled. It will support up to 45 watts fast charging, which is okay, but at least a 67 watt would have been better. But sadly again no charger in this thin looking box, but yes, you can basically use any 45 watt or above Type-C charger to charge this device. You also do get Wi-Fi 6E support, Bluetooth version 5.3 and all the necessary 4G and 5G bands for India, so I don't think there would be any network connectivity issues. So the main part which will decide if you should purchase this phone or give it a pass until it gets cheaper, the pricing. Now with all the specs and the software smooth experience, this phone should be around 24,000 to 27,000 for its base and upper variants. Now let's say the base variant starts from around 26,000 to 27,000 and the upper 256GB variant above 30,000, then I think people will be pissed and it will be a hard sell, especially when you already have the Nothing Phone 2 at around 35,000 during sales, if you can increase your budget of course, as it does comes with 256GB of base storage now, so it really wouldn't make much sense. So yeah, let me know about your thoughts and will you buy this if this comes under 25,000? See you guys.